So I'm intentionally trying to wake this little guy up because it's time for him to feed and to start thinking about a schedule, because we basically haven't had one since the day he was born. We are on cast set number 5. As you can see, his feet are, we put his legs together like that. They're almost completely normally positioned. Well, they're certainly pointing the right way, but we're going to continue to mold them round. And then our next major milestone, he's going to have surgery, a minor surgery in about a week or two's time, where they're going to have to sever the Achilles tendon, I think it is. And it's basically everything moves quite easily except for that upward lift, which of course is a big long tendon there. That's naturally going to resist that. So they'll put him under general anesthetic. They will make that incision on both sides. They will lift his feet up 10 degrees up from a standard 90-degree position, and then they'll put more casts on him, and those casts will stay on for about 3 weeks while that completely heals over. It will completely heal over. There's plenty of sports stars out there that have, torn that entirely and had surgery to repair it and come out just fine afterwards. Well, Benjamin hasn't even started to really grow yet, so he's got all those magic cells in his body, so that will recover 100% with no problem. After that, we're going to put him in the brace, so he'll finally be done with the cast and he'll be able to bend his knees all he likes, but he will wear some special boots with a bar that connects those boots to hold his feet at a particular angle. And we're going to have quite a few months of wearing that basically 24/7. It's like 1 hour a day at most when we take it off to give him a bath. And then after that, we'll start to reduce the hours. And we'll do that. So hopefully he's only really wearing it at bedtime, quite a long time at night, 12 to 14 hours. So hopefully he's going to be a good sleeper. And we'll do that until he's about 5 years old. And then hopefully that'll give us the lowest chance of any kind of reoccurrence of the what would I even call it, of the clubfoot. We don't want to see any kind of movement down at all. And I think we'll be just great. I'm sorry there haven't been that many updates. It has been chaotic. It's been really busy. He's doing really well. He has little moments of discomfort, but the good news is he's generally just a bit of a cranky baby. Obviously, this would make anybody cranky, but we're definitely able to get a feel for whether he's in pain or not. And most of the time, except for when we first put the casts on, when they're changed, he's great. A lot of the grumpiness we want to put down to the casts, but a lot of it is just he's got gas, or he needs his diaper changing, or he's hungry but he can't get enough food in one go, or it's too much food in one go. All the usual things you have with a baby. And obviously he's sleeping very peacefully now. And he shouldn't be sleeping peacefully now. He should be awake. He should eat and then be awake for a bit longer so he actually sleeps overnight. Thank you very much for all your donations. I kind of let that fall by the wayside. I was out sharing that, pushing people to try and force people to give a little bit of money. A lot of people have donated, we're well over $1,200, maybe a bit more. And, I just want to remind you that means there's at least a couple of children out there in the world that could not afford to have such a, this is a trying time, but it's such a simple procedure compared to some of the medical challenges that some kids face with deformities when they're born. And it's going to help those children walk and go from a life of certain pain and disability into just walking and running and playing just like anybody else. So thank you very much for your donations. Please keep sharing, please keep them coming in. I'm sure this won't be the end of it. We'll be back with more updates. I think we're going to be just as busy over the next couple of months. But certainly as Benjamin grows and gets older, we found our badge now. There's a lot of great causes out there in the world. And I think we've got our 2 causes. The first is very much around women's rights, and we need to do that for your sisters, because it is definitely an unfair, biased world out there. However we try to pretend it's not, it's ridiculous the way it is out there. So we're going to change that. And the other thing we're going to do is continue to find ways to raise money and support and help people in other countries that, can have this simple procedure and live a very normal life. Right, we'll do that for all the other babies. He's not going to make an appearance. I thought if he would wake up, he would smile for us, but no, I guess not. Maybe on the next update. Thanks everyone. Keep sharing. Thank you for your donations.